Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to make a Jibarito sandwich. You're going to want to get a thin cut steak, like sandwich steak, or don't season your cutting board. Or this is a thin cut tap round steak. It's what I had in my freezer, so we're just going to use it. I'm marinating it with some adobo, garlic powder, oregano, and mojo. And then I'm going to set it aside for 20 minutes. I had sofrito there, but it wasn't defrosted. I freeze my sofrito in cubes, so we'll just add it to the pot. And the next thing you're gonna wanna do is cut your plátano lengthwise like I'm showing you now. Try to get better plátanos than I have here. This is all they had at the supermarket. I'm gonna cut this plátano in half once I cut it lengthwise for me and my son. You can cut the plátano in half once you cut it down the middle to make two smaller jibarito sandwiches. I just make the bigger ones for my husband. Once you have all of your plátanos cut, you're gonna wanna get a bowl of warm water and salt and add your plátanos to the bowl and set that aside until you're ready to fry them. At this point, the steaks have been marinating for 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna take some olive oil, add that to a pot, and then add the steaks to the pot as well. So right now I'm gonna add the sofrito to the pot. I usually like to include the sofrito with the marinade, but like I said, the sofrito was frozen in cubes, so it's okay, we'll just add it to the pot, no big deal. I'm gonna add a small onion, a bay leaf, and enough water to cover all of the ingredients to the pot and bring that to a boil. Once it's come to a boil, I'm gonna cover the pot and let it cook until the meat just starts to fall apart. Towards the end of the meat cooking, I like to add a little bit of extra onion, just because I like my onion a little bit crunchier on my jibarito sandwich. Once the meat is almost ready, I start frying my plátano. You want to fry them until they're yellow, and then you'll take them out, and then you'll start to flatten them like this. I usually put down an aluminum foil and then use a clear cutting board to flatten them. I like using a clear cutting board because I can see how flat they're getting, and I can make both parts of the plátano even. And then you also want a spatula to kind of help lift that off of the aluminum foil. It can get sticky at times. Once they're flattened, you can go ahead and put them to fry again, and you want to get them as crispy as possible. You don't want them soggy at all. It's not going to be good, and it won't hold the sandwich well. Okay, we're ready to assemble our sandwich. I'm from Chicago, so this is, if you go to any Jibarito spot here in Chicago, this is how you're gonna get your Jibarito steak sandwich, or this is how it was originally made. I know that a lot of people like to kind of get fancy with their Jibarito sandwiches and add like spring mix or, you know, just unnecessary ingredients. All of these ingredients are really simple and they just work very well. There's no need to overcomplicate the sandwich. So I add mayonnaise, American cheese, the steak, and lettuce, tomato, and then garlic spread on the inside of the sandwich. Okay, here she is. I hope you guys found this video helpful.